Yo, what's going on everybody? TJ here, and today I want to teach you guys the very first things that you should do when you start to skate. So before you do anything else, your first thing that you want to do is figure out what your stance is. There are two main stances, with your left foot in the front or with your right foot in the front. This is referred to as regular or goofy, but both of them are correct. It's kind of like riding with your right hand or your left hand. It doesn't really matter. It's just whatever is most comfortable for you. So to figure out what your stance is, you want to either start by sliding on any sort of tile or hardwood floor like this, or if you don't have anything like that available, you can also just do it on your board by running and jumping onto your skateboard and seeing which one you end up having to be in the front. All right, now I know if this is your first time really on a board, it might be a bit difficult to balance. That is totally normal. It's kind of like learning how to walk. You do it over and over again until you get it down, and then after a while it becomes second nature. You can practice balancing on literally anything, whether that be walking on a line, on a ledge, or anything else. It doesn't have to be on a skateboard. However, every time you go on your board, you're gonna get better and better every single time. All right, so once you've figured out your stance and you practice your balance, you're ready to learn how to push. To push, you wanna put whatever your front foot was, you wanna keep that on the board at all times. And you wanna push with your back foot, keeping your front foot toe facing forward, just pushing your back foot as if you were walking with one foot, and then put your back foot back onto the board. Then you can turn your front foot and ride away clean. When you start to slow down, put your front foot forward and start pushing with your back foot again. Keep practicing this until it becomes just second nature, and you can do it without even thinking about it. Each one of these steps is going to take a little bit of time, so feel free to come back to this video until you got each individual step down. Once you have the push down, the next trick, this is your first real trick that you are actually going to be learning. It's called a Tic Tac. This is usually everybody's very first trick. Tic Tacs are really cool. It's pretty much you lift the front of your board up by giving a little bit of pressure on the back foot, pushing your tail down, not too far that you hit it, but just enough to lift the board up. And then you can start turning your shoulders a little bit and turning the board back and forth, back and forth. This is going to help you to practice your balance, and this is also the very first trick that most people will learn. This is called a Tic Tac, and it will set you up for a lot of other tricks. So now you know what your stance is, now you know how to push, now you know that you have to learn how to balance, and now you know how to Tic Tac, your very first trick. The second trick that you want to learn after that is called a manual. It's very, very similar to a Tic Tac, but when you give a little bit of pressure on that back foot to put the board up in the air, you just want to hold it, and you're doing this after you push, so you're riding and you want to hold it. It's like a wheelie. This trick is called a manual. At first, your manual isn't going to be that far, and that's okay. Everybody's first manual really isn't that far. The thing that you want to do is keep practicing and keep trying to hold it longer and longer until you can manual very, very far. A good way to practice this is to figure out lines, cracks, or anything that could be used as a marker to see if you can manual that full distance. Start small and you can get bigger and bigger. All right, so now that you've learned how to land a manual, first off, congratulations, because that is an awesome trick and you're going to be using that for the rest of the time that you are skating. It's such a fun trick and I know you're going to love it. But now that you can do that, it's time to step it up yet again and start to manual off of a curb. All of these first tricks are going to help you to land this one. And I know it's going to be a little bit scary because you're going to be dropping down, but it's going to set you up for things like the ollie and tricks after that. And now that you have a strong foundation, you are going to be able to land this trick. So what you want to do is you want to push, hold your balance, roll up to the curb, lift the back of your tail like as if you're going to do a manual, and allow yourself to roll off, land on all four wheels, and roll away. This is going to help you to get comfortable jumping and staying on the board. If you don't have a curb available in your area, then I think it might be time for you to hit up your local skate park. At the skate park, there's probably going to be a ramp that has a drop off on the side so you can work your way up, dropping off higher and higher. Either start with doing the curve first or just go right to jumping off the ramp, getting higher and higher until you can go as high as you would like. All right, congratulations. You now have a very strong foundation on how to skateboard. Remember, skateboarding is supposed to be fun and it is a very creative sport. So you do whatever trick you want to do. The choice is yours. Just make sure you're having fun and go out there and have a good time. All right, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more skate progression, other sports progression, skate park tours, etc., make sure you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the bell so you're notified on the next video. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, by the way, now we're going to be filming a video on what to do your first time in a skate park. Very important stuff. It's going to help you tremendously. So make sure you subscribe, keep an eye out for that video, and I'll catch you guys then. Later.